With mandatory minicamp and OTAs now pretty much wrapping up for most NFL teams, I think that we all know what's coming. Yes, players are headed for Bora Bora. They're headed for things like Cancun. They're headed for South Dakota. No, they're not. Okay, let's be real. They're not heading for the South Dakota, even though it's the Mount Rushmore state, all that great faces, great places, all that whatever it is. Nailed it, right? No. They are going out. They are going to go do their thing before we head to training camp. But that does not take away from the fact that there are questions facing all 32 NFL teams. And today we're talking about the top questions facing the Seattle Seahawks before training camp. And I think it all starts with the secondary. Yes, how good can this secondary be? The Legion of Boom 2.0 question mark? Perhaps. But you got guys like Devin Witherspoon, who you got in the draft this year. You're absolutely excited about him. I think he's going to be a stud right next to Tariq Woolen. You're not really that worried about it. But you even got guys like Kobe Bryant, Quandre Diggs, Jamal Adams, like just top to bottom. You are really excited about this secondary because it is going to be pretty good. Yes, there's no debate about it. We are really excited about it, and overall, there's going to be a reckoning here on the defensive side of the football. We're excited to see it, but how good can it be is that ultimate question number one, if you ask me. Number three. Running back workload reps. Like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little, shocked. I don't know necessarily what to expect. Yeah, Kenneth Walker the third, as well as Zach Charbonnet, DJ Dallas, Kenny McIntosh, who got from the Bulldogs, she's a national champion. Yes, this running back room is crowded, but I think it's more of along the lines of what we're seeing with NFL running games. But now the Seahawks seem to have found themselves something that works for them because Walker absolutely tore it up last year. That defense, obviously that's a big question. Hopefully they can get their things together, especially from a run defense perspective, which we'll touch on here in a second. But overall, the running game, how are these running back reps going to get split up? You've literally drafted what seems like 12 billion running backs over the last couple of years. But hey, I'm excited to see how it all does come together for the Seahawks. Number two, yes, how fast will the rookies come along? We talked about Witherspoon, but Jackson Smith-Njigba, he has been turning heads. I'm excited to see what he does. I think he's going to be a lot of fun. Cameron Young, the defensive tackle coming up, I think he's going to have his work cut out for him. He's going to have to continue to get better there. But even guys like Derek Hall, I really expect big things out of him. I really feel like he's going to be a guy that is going to have some big expectations on him because, hey, this defensive line needs to get after it for the Seahawks. Also, Devin Witherspoon, we touched on it. You got a lot of quality picks here in the first and second rounds for the Seahawks, and quite honestly, you're going to expect some big things out of them. How fast can they come along? How fast can they help this team win? Ultimately is the question. And finally, I got to be honest now, I also did forget to talk about the defensive tackle position, but for right now, actually, no, we didn't. Here we go. Number one. Yes. Who's going to play in at defensive tackle as well as center? So right now, a D tackle, I think it was Brian Moan that was injured during the early portions of it, whether it was OTAs as well as mandatory minicamp. That is Jonah Tavai I'm excited about, but I know there's been some things going out there. Austin Falelu, I know that's not even correct or even close to how you pronounce his name, but yes, there's some question marks here with this defensive tackle room. I know Jerron Reed is back as well, but Cameron Young, is he literally going to start for you? Literally? Really? That's what we're doing? But I don't know. Overall, I'm a little worried about it, if I'm being perfectly honest. But then you look on the other side of the football, you've got Evan Brown and Oluwatimi, who is playing center. That honestly, Oluwatimi is going to surprise some people. There's a reason we said he's the steal of the draft for the Seahawks, and quite honestly, I think he could be your starting center. But that's ultimately the question that does come down to it. Who's going to play D tackle? Who's going to play center? Who's going to be in charge of the inside? We'll have to see how it all does shape out for the Seattle Seahawks. But that is it. That is our top questions facing the Seattle Seahawks. Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comment section down below. Also, remember to leave us a like, and hey, please remember to subscribe. Helps people find the show. Thank you guys so much. But at the end of the day, let us know what you guys think about our Seattle Seahawks top questions before training camp.